I grew up in a town a lot like Terrell. It was a small town, everybody knew each other. It was a real close-knit community. Everybody was at all the sporting events, you know, the Jubilee and stuff like that. So Terrell is almost exactly like the town I grew up in. And I had a really good experience growing up, so I really wanted to teach in a small community where these kids have been going to school with each other since elementary school, and I wanted them to be able to draw from the same experiences and relate to each other.
One thing Mr. Clark has taught me is to never settle for less, and there's always room for improvement.
I had teachers in my youth who inspired me to become a teacher, good and bad. So I try and stay away from the things, you know, the bad teachers who put me off my path. I try and steer away from that, try to be as encouraging as I can, be a positive influence in their lives. So when I can see that if I feel like I'm making a difference in this kid who, you know, hasn't passed and has struggled in English his whole life, and he's starting to click for him, that's really inspiring for me. I'm really trying to use these stories to sort of have them understand empathy, put yourself in the shoes of these characters, and you know, what are you going to do when you're out there in the real world that's trying to eat you alive? Are you going to be ready? Are you going to have what it takes to succeed? And you know, outside of the classroom, it's, you know, going to their sporting events and the plays and the art shows and stuff like that, trying to support them, let them know, to encourage them that whatever their passion is, that they need to continue to pursue it, and I'll support them in that.
One thing that Mr. Clark has taught me during school and without of school is that procrastination is not an option. So if you want to do something, you have to do it then and there. It's not good to wait till the deadline to do something. It's a toxic trait, and you need to stop it.
You know, I really haven't been teaching long enough. I'm certainly not an expert. I got a lot to learn, and I just, you know, I try to learn as much as I can from, you know, from my peers, and draw back on my previous experiences and how my teachers did it. So keep trying to learn, keep a positive attitude. Don't, you know, every day isn't going to be a perfect day here, but you can't let it get you down. Don't show them that it's getting you down. Try and be a, you know, a positive ray of light, because a lot of these kids' home situations are not great. So you may be the brightest face that they see. So I try and keep a positive attitude here, even if I'm not having a good day.